All right, let's go. So typically I lose because I run out of time. I'm playing this time format deliberately because I'm trying to get faster. And so I kind of okay with just losing games on time and just forcing myself to get better at playing faster. And also because I just don't want to waste too much of my day playing this. Chess is a nice game, but there are other things to do in life. Can't be playing chess all day. So I just want to continue playing fast. So this is an opening I've got used to, standard opening. Okay, well, that's interesting. We'll just do this. He'll capture, I'll capture. Rooks will have to be exchanged, of course. I'm going to pre-move this rook immediately. Yeah, and then we can just capture here and continue playing chess. So one of the biggest mistakes I make quite a lot is capturing this pawn because I forget that this bishop is targeting this pawn. You've actually got to bring this knight out first. It's very tempting. Oh, that's interesting because he's got queen and bishop attacking. What I'm tempted to do actually is to bring the queen out here. Oh, wait, hold on. No, he's just screwed up. He just screwed up. I think he will resign. I can't even believe it took me a while to see that. But yeah, sometimes it does. Okay, so that was a quick, easy win. I almost missed it, but well, let's just keep on playing. Okay, standard opening. And this is not really me going for Sicilian, to be honest. I'm not even thinking about all of that theory. It's just a opening that I've sort of able to almost pre-move very quickly, and that's really what I wanted. I just wanted an opening I could just play real fast. This move is actually very troublesome for me. I always hate it when they push this pawn, and I'm not really sure what to do. Um, he has created a weak square here, I guess, so I could go and attack it, but I know this pawn is coming forward, and I'm not sure what I can do to stop it. I could push this pawn forward one. That's not a bad idea. I could also just push this pawn forward, and then he pushes this pawn forward. It's an interesting one. But yeah, I always get stuck when that move comes in. It's my Achilles heel. What if I come out here? Nah, it's not doing anything. The queen comes out here. This is not doing anything. If I go here, so if he goes here, drop back. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to invite him to play that move, and I'm going to bring out my queen. I don't really like bringing the queen to here because there's such an easy knight jump. It's quite annoying, actually. Maybe just push the pawn forward. Take, take. He takes. I take, take, take. Yeah, I think that's just fine. And if he pushes the pawn forward, which I think he will do, I'll just drop the knight back. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, I just thought so. I'm going to play it this way. I lost a lot of time thinking about that. I need to really think about what to do against this move. I need to be able to punish it. But this move, I don't know. It's like whenever he plays this kind of thing, I tend to struggle. So I'll probably lose this game because it's yeah, it's a weakness. I don't know about pushing this pawn. It gets him his knight over here, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to immediately challenge here. I don't really mind him, ending up with a pawn here. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm going to just do this. Okay, he went with a knight. That's very interesting. I'm going to leave him there for a while. I want to see. My queen out here doesn't do much. I can just bring my knight back, can't I? Which is not a bad idea. Why don't we just bring the knight back? Let's start to get pieces forward. Okay, that's fine. Now the bishop can come out, which is nice. Oh, okay, almost missed that. Okay, that's fine. I think we're kind of cool with that. Got to be careful about this line. I always get caught out. So what are we going to play now? Okay, that's fine. I do want to capture. Obviously, he could capture the queen. That move is not coming just yet. But what we could do is play this move. He'll probably capture anyway, which is fine. But it's just like you're getting pieces out, so that's strong. Okay, should I go with the queen or the bishop? Gotta think. Going with the bishop. Gotta think. If I go with the queen, he just does check. And then what do I do with the queen on this square? The queen on this square isn't so good. I'm gonna do this because also I don't want him just looking at my pieces. Then I'm thinking about, do you know, I'm thinking about this kind of sacrifice just to open him up, but it doesn't work. What about this and this? Okay, that doesn't work. This and this doesn't work. The knight's in the way of that. What about pushing the pawn and forcing the knight somewhere? Okay, he can come out here. I don't want that. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to drop my queen back. Kind of want to just develop the bishop. He might play a move like this, which would be a little bit annoying. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to drop the bishop back, drop the queen back, and develop my other bishop. Like I said, I'm going to lose many games on time, and that's okay. All right, the queen came forward. That's interesting. I'm going to push this pawn forward. I wonder if he drop his bishop back, looking to try and get this checkmate for him. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'm going to play here. Let's see if he drops the bishop back. Because I think he might just be like trying to line up for a checkmate or something. Either way, you're going to probably attack the queen next move and bring the other rook into the game. Okay. He didn't play the way I thought he was going to play, but it's still the same sort of mistake because now the rook is gone. I'll take a moral victory. I'm still losing this game, but I'll take a moral victory. And I feel like I can just win that pawn anyway, but I mean, why not? We might as well take a pawn. We haven't got much time. Oh, oh no, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I thought he's got me, but he hasn't because, okay, well, that didn't happen. Um, okay, we'll play this move. Okay, well, I can't win this game. We'll play out here. Yeah, this game's over. Just lacking time. Okay, we'll play here. We tried. It was a good effort. Oh, okay, we'll do that. That's fine. We're threatening something worse. My threat's stronger. Oh, that's a good idea. Wait, how about this? Okay. Well, we'll do that. I can't believe you let me win the game. That was crazy. Why didn't he just take it with the pawn? Like, what was that about? That was crazy. So he took my knight. There was too much going on. He took my knight. Of course, I could have just taken his queen immediately. And I didn't actually see it because there was just too much happening. After he takes back. Then I guess I take the bishop, and then he takes my knight, and then it's like what queen and knight, queen versus knight and rook, which is okay. But because you play this check, I was expecting he would take my pawn, and then I would play check. Um, I guess no. You would have to play check. You would have to capture his queen, then you get the check, and then you capture the bishop, and then you get the knight, and then it would be queen versus rook, and that's easy. Yeah. So let me just demonstrate what I'm thinking because there was quite a lot on my mind. Um, so obviously from here, if I just gone like this, and he went like this, then I probably have to get my rook out the way because winning this bishop is pointless. So I'd probably have to play something like this, and then the bishop trips out. And no, the bishop can't do that because the knight is still going to be captured. Okay, maybe that was okay then. Maybe that was okay. That probably would have worked. But anyway, the idea I was actually going for, if you're wondering, was so when he went like this and I went like this, the idea I was going for was this. I was expecting him to do this. This was going to be a really tight one. At first, I was thinking about taking the bishop, which actually would have been the wrong move because his queen can then block. It should have been this first because that's a check, it's forcing. Then obviously after this, then there's this check. And actually, I realize now that he can put the knight in the way. So it still would have been queen versus two pieces. I think it would have been difficult to win the game. Still winning, but just difficult. Maybe a move like that. Anyway, let's go. So this is a common one as well. I see most people saying you should put the knight here behind the pawn. Um, which I guess kind of makes sense. But what happens if the queen comes out? I don't really know what to do there. So that's why I kind of go this way instead. And when he does that, I come out here, and then I come out here to attack this pawn. And if he brings out his knight, I bring out this bishop. So basically, we're just fighting over this pawn. And if he decides to bring his queen down, I bring my queen out. He can't defend it. So eventually, you give up, and you just win the pawn. Let's see. Will he just... Okay, I've seen this move before. This one is actually not too bad. I kind of forget what I need to do though in this situation. I know it's not move this pawn forward, that's for sure. It might just be letting him capture this pawn. I think that's what it is. I think just letting him capture the pawn. So I think we just continue. I think because this knight, although it's defending this pawn, it's being attacked as well. So now, like, he's actually taking it. So it's not even defending his pawn anymore. So even if he captures, you just recapture. So definitely not a good idea to capture this pawn. Definitely not a good idea. What I will say is you probably want to try and get castled the other way. So I'm going to push this pawn forward and look to bring out some pieces. Where are the weaknesses in his position? That's the question I need to ask myself. Bishop here, maybe, just to try to encourage him to push the pawn forward. Because now that he's moved this pawn, the only way to then push my bishop away is then to push this pawn forward. Okay, so probably means he's going to castle the other way, which makes placing the bishop where I was going to place it pointless. Attacking him is not useful. I think this move, one of these two moves with a bishop, I was going to go here, but I just don't see a point now. He will just bring out his knight, then castle, although his rook will be standing there. So maybe it's not a bad idea strategically to play there. But I also like this move, mainly because like I think my knight might want to come here at some point. That's why I didn't go for this move. But you can see like it could have been useful. Um, we can move the queen forward. And if I do, he'll probably play a move like this because he'll be dreaming of pinning my queen. Um, where do I go with the queen? I don't want to go here. I could go here. And I can also just step it forward. Um, gotta think, gotta think. I'm gonna just step the queen forward. And let him dream. Let him dream a dream of pinning my queen. Okay. I gotta give him that because I kind of messed up there. But that's okay. Let's just continue playing. We just have to accept. We let it go. We slipped up. Okay. Knight came out. Bishop dreaming of that square. We stop it. This is where I think it could have been useful. Now, if he castles, he loses that pawn. Um, this is where it could have been useful to have the bishop in one of these two squares, like I said earlier. But to be honest, it didn't really matter now, because now that I think about it, wherever I put the bishop, it was doing something. It was either attacking this pawn to prevent the immediate castling, or it was preventing castling because it was on this diagonal, or preventing castling because it was on this diagonal and tempting this kind of move. So in a way, it was okay. I guess I'm interested to see what he will do now. Okay, so he decided to just push that piece, weaken this square. I do like moving into this sort of position, attacking this. Let's let's do it. Let's do it. There's no there's no pawn that can attack it, but the knight is a little bit weak, and we're gonna have to try to break it out of jail. One way I can do it is like bring in a rook. I can't do this rook at the moment. Probably has to be the other rook, but bring in a rook. Okay, so that's an interesting decision. I think we're okay with that move. But what about pushing the pawn and saying no thank you? Yeah, I think we'll push the pawn and say no thank you. Okay, I think we're okay with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the rook here. Okay. We want to win this piece. We can't do it just yet. So what we'll do is we'll do this. Okay, so he did this, which is nice. We'll do that. Okay, no problem. At least we got a good exchange, I would say. Then I'll put the bishop back. I'm not sure what I can do on this square. Okay, that's nice because what I can do is go here and attack to win here. You can't take this pawn because that's a checkmate, but we can definitely attack this pawn. Okay, now the knight is pinned. Don't know what I can do with that though. Not sure what I can do with that. Um, Perhaps what I can do is play a move like this, both defending and attacking and a whole bunch of other things. Um, ooh, that looks like a nice move. Okay, what can I do? I think coming back here seems to be the right move. Also, this move, potentially. Gotta think very carefully. I don't think there's enough time to think about this. I think I'm just gonna have to play this move. I was thinking about playing here as well. I just didn't have enough time to figure it out because I wanted to continue putting pressure on this. Maybe even this was okay, pending that. There were a lot of options there. It was very hard to figure out what the right thing to do was. At least I'm defending this pawn, and if I push this pawn, I'm attacking this. So there's some ideas. And he's also got to worry about his rook and everything. Okay, he's pushed the king forward. This check doesn't work anymore for that reason. Um, okay, what can we do? That pawn is hanging. If I push here, I think we should probably take the knight. I feel like we need to take the knight and then push the pawn or something along those lines. Okay, how about we push this? That's what we're going to do. Okay, so I think that's definitely the move. Okay, that's fine. And then we keep going. Okay, and then we go. Okay, let's drop back. I wonder if he'll win that pawn. Oh, I won on timeout. I didn't even realize that his time was going so thin. I guess he was winning by a pawn, but the time pressure was too much. You did have some good pressure. To be honest, you could have played this rook move as well, which was to attack this pawn. There was a lot of good pressure, to be honest. And even that pawn was hanging as well. He totally forgot. Um, so you could have captured that, gone back, um, played here. That was a very interesting game, to be honest. Not sure what to make of it. Okay, I think we've only got time for one more game, and then I think we've got to stop the stream. So we had two victories that I just snuck within the time limit. Really should have lost both in time. Just squeezed them in. Or did I have more than two victories? I can't remember. Whatever. Let's just play. Okay. I'm not sure if I've seen this opening before. I'm just going to go with my standard sort of opening. Okay. Not sure what to do or whether I should overcommit. When I'm unsure, I play a little bit safe and I do that. And I just push the pawn one square because I know I can always push it a second time anyway. I mean, okay, we don't really care about that. Okay, probably just go ahead. I think this guy is focusing on just playing fast and maybe even trying to win via timeout as well. I can't push this pawn. Got to do something else. I like the bishop where it is. If this pawn ever moves. What about this? Can we do that? Push, push. We can't push that yet. Oh, okay. How about this idea? Attack this square. Oh man, you saw that instantly. Well, that's fine. That check doesn't work because that. Oh, does it? Is there a sacrifice? Is there a sacrifice in there? Knight there. Takes. Knight for pawn. You'd still need one, two. I think you'd need too many moves. I'd need too many moves. If my queen could have just swung across immediately, I think that might have been something there. So I'm going to do this instead. Then I'm going to, oh no, I could end up, oh, wait, 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 wait. No, no, too risky, too risky. What about push this pawn? Now if I go here and he pushes here and I have to go back, that doesn't work. Just thought I had an idea, but it doesn't work. All right, we've got to play something now. Got to play something. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just play chess. We've got to play some chess now. I thought I had an idea, but I just gave up on it. I just don't believe in it. Okay, so the knight comes out here. That's fine. So we'll do that. Okay. I mean, this looks winnable. I know he's got a discovery, but I'm attacking the rook immediately. And we can send the knight straight back after the rook moves. Okay. We send the knight straight back. Okay. And then we go straight back to here, threatening this again. All right. Got to be careful. He's probably thinking about playing his knight there. What can we do? We could come up with this, no. Okay, what about, what about this move? Okay, that's not too bad. You move the bishop forwards. That's fine. Captures. No, we don't want that. Okay, we'll drop back. Should I take with a knight? I guess taking with a knight is probably the right way. But the good thing about taking with the pawn is that, you've got pressure now on that square. I think I'm going to go with the pawn, to be honest. Well, looks like that choice has been taken out of my hands. So we will play here. It's fine. And we'll just drop back to here. Okay, we'll play that. And drop back to there. That's fine. And we'll go here. We'll put the knight there. Okay, that's fine. I think we're just going for some quick exchanges then. If we're going to play an endgame, then I need to exchange down fast because I won't have enough time. Okay, yeah, I see what's happening. I'm just going to push this pawn and just go for quick play. Okay, he went here instead. I'll play here. Interesting move. I will play that move. Okay, we'll do that. I'm playing fast chess, I can see. Okay, we will play. Okay, we'll just play here, to be honest. And accept that. Oh, that's very interesting. I'm not sure what that's about. Interesting. If I take, he takes. Okay, let's play check. Okay, if I capture, he'll capture, so I don't like that. Um, we'll do that. Okay, we'll do that. Um, let's go here. Okay, we'll go here. Yeah, I just didn't have time to play. It was a tough one. I knew I was going to lose that game because of time. All right, let's keep going. Just got to play faster. So that game was definitely lost because of time. I think it was an end game that was winnable, but not with the time that I had. Okay, let's try this. So that's interesting approach. I'll play here. It'll probably go back. I wonder if we'll just get a draw from this. Sort of tempting him into it. Oh, he's like, no, I don't want to draw. I want to play chess. Okay, that's nice of him. Gotta respect that. Well, after that. Okay, let's play this. Let's pen the knight, which is kind of silly actually now that I think about it. Oh, he just dropped back. Why didn't he just castle? We'll just go all the way back. I think we're just gonna play chess now. Okay, can't capture this pawn. We will drop back. Oh no, wait. Do we need to drop back? If I go here and attack it twice, he can come here. Yeah, I think we can just go here and attack it a second time. I think the rook will come, but you can push the pawn. You can also move the queen as well. Okay, that's an interesting decision, but it doesn't really change anything because they defend each other. Okay. Um, don't really have a good defensive. If you want to get the knight there, if you can, but there isn't an easy way to do it. So playing bishop behind it doesn't work because he's got that. I think probably the correct move is going to probably be a move like this, and it will take, but it will capture. Okay, what's he planning to do? Bring the knight back? Okay, well, we'll do that. I mean, he's just asking for me to push this pawn. But the question is, what can I do with it after I push the pawn? Can I push it again? After captures, captures. Maybe I can. Yeah, let's just keep going. Push up to here. One thing I will say is, okay, so now attacking that square, so I was planning to just push the pawn forward anyway, so that hasn't changed. So let's just continue with that idea. Okay. I think we go back to filling that square. He'll bring his rook in, I'm sure. Okay, he went to do that. Well, then that gives me that move for free. Okay, he doesn't have a check, because that's very important. So I think we can play here. Hmm. Okay. I mean, you could threaten to take that. Knight defends bishop still. Okay, I think we can do that move. Okay, he got me. He got me. Gotta give him credit for that. That was a mistake. He played check, check, check. King moves. Okay, do that. King moves. Then you capture the knight. Okay, I think we'll play check. I think you would just move the king. Oh no. Okay, well, then you have to exchange. And then you play there. How do you want to play this? Back here or here? I think we'll play here. would say can't do that. Okay, we could do that. I think that's a decent move. All right, I think we'll take that. Okay, I think we'll go here. If I go here, he'll go here, which is not what we want. Alright, we'll just do that. Oh, there's no time. I'm out of time. I'm out of time. Just realized I'm out of time. He's gonna beat me now. That was obviously a smart decision from him. Gosh, find it hard to play anything right now. Yeah, there's not much else I can do. I can just play here, but it is just too slow. Yeah, lost on time. Lost in time. I knew I'd lose lots of games on time. That's fine. All right, let's see where this all ends up. I think that game was losing towards the end, but before the very end, it was probably drawn. Okay, I think I know this opening. Key is to get castled as quickly as possible, and then there's an important decision to make. Um, he's going to try and reshuffle his queen and do some kind of attack. Um, there is an important decision to make, and that is basically, I would say, not to move the bishop here just yet. It's either to move the queen or the knight. You usually got to do one of them. Queen out here doesn't do anything. I'm going to go for pawn up here. Okay. He's setting up for this technique. So usually, because of that will put the knight in some trouble. What we can do, so this is a bit new. What I'm going to do is do this. Just hold him there. Okay, he's decided to play this move, which is fine. This bishop now is trash. Um, and then what we're going to do is, actually, we're just going to keep pushing. Oh no, I made a mistake. Gosh, I messed up. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Okay, it gets better. We'll play here. We'll go all the way. Okay, so that's what we wanted. And now we attack on this side. It's fine. We start to attack on this side. That's what we do. Just attack on this side. Okay. And I think we can just get rid of that bishop, which is not too bad. I think it's a nice bishop to get rid of. Can't win that pawn just yet. I think we will connect pieces. Okay, that's interesting. And now, reshuffling the other knight out here is the move, but this bishop's the problem. I need to bring the queen back. I need to bring the queen back. so that I can reshuffle this knight. Now, this is an interesting choice. I don't know if it's safe to just leave it there. He can't win that pawn. He can't win that pawn, but after an exchange, he could win this pawn. If he took this knight, which I don't want him to take, and then I took that knight, then I could win my bishop. I'd win, and then that. I think what I'm going to do is, since that's my worst knight, we're going to do that. And then we're going to come out here and exchange here. Oh, that's interesting. All right. I should have really gone back with the knight. I don't know why I went with the bishop. Kind of regret. No, 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 no. Going with the bishop was right because I want to preserve the knight now. The knight's what we want to preserve. Hmm, interesting. Okay. I'm going to actually play here. He'll probably push the pawn forward, which is fine. Okay, we take. Okay. We're going to drop back and play here. Oh gosh, I didn't see that. He must have some crazy sacrifice. What did I miss? After this check, I go back. Is it the rook lift? Well, might as well let him do it. The knight coming back isn't going to be fast enough. One, he moves forward. Two, and you can go here and then here. Oh, that's not too bad. I think we'll do this. I'm attacking this rook. Oh, well, we'll take that. And we'll play here. Oh, and that's it. Looks like his sacrifice was not good. Not a good sacrifice. But yes, in this game, I find that whenever I start off in a position that looks like this, we start, when he has the free pawns like this, and it's going to be a bit of a close position, I find this move to be the move. I kind of found it accidentally by just experimenting. And the reason why this move seems to help is simply because you want to try to get your knight to the square. You can't go through here. It's impossible. And I've tried moving the knight first, but then he pushes this pawn. So if he pushes this pawn after he plays the knight, I had to just move the knight back. However, if you've pushed this pawn first, sometimes it encourages him to push the pawn twice, which means he can't do that anymore. And the good thing is, once you've played this pawn, even if he plays that pawn after you play the knight, then you say, okay, well, I'll just push the pawn even further forward to prevent this guy from coming forward. And then you just bring the knight back and you reshuffle to this square and to this square, and you start applying pressure. So it just seems to be a very good maneuver to always push this pawn forward. Right, I'm going to bring